Okay, so we got the product out of the box. They take the ends and they have a small 3mm Allen screw. These are pretty nice. They're copper plated or something. So those go right into these clips. So we're going to take these off, which we already did. We're going to take these and mount them directly to the battery on the RMAX. So here's where what we're after, and you can see there's already some stuff hooked up here, and I have a feeling that the bolt is probably going to be too big in diameter. This is quite typical with my life. Here is the stock cable. This would work fine for, I don't know, a Power Wheels, maybe a small motorcycle like my kid's CRF 110, but these are not big enough. What I'm going to do is, I want to keep the fuse. I'm going to end up cutting these. So these are going to get chopped right here. I'm going to cut this here, and then I'm going to add an extension to put this end on, and I'll shrink wrap everything and solder everything, and it'll be super nice. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to set the camera up. You can watch me do all this stuff. I got these are metric 8 copper washers. I'm going to solder wire basically to the washer like this, and then that will allow me to slide it onto the battery. So we're going to hack this up a little bit. This is probably why people just use the clippers. So here's the final product. We got the end that will dangle down by the wheel with double shrink tube up to here. This will get passed through, and then this is positive, this is negative, and I soldered on these copper washers. They're good and strong, so I'm not going to have any issues with that. And use these little butt joint connector solder things. They work fairly well. So let's bust this thing off, and hopefully we can pass everything through it. So let's try that. Alright, luckily I was able to pass it through there. The trick was, so I had to take that off, the two little 8 mils, get this out of the way. And then I had to take the little fuse out. There's a 2-amp fuse, and I had to pass all this stuff up individually, but it just cleared. So now we'll pop that fuse in and wire it up. Okay, got everything wired up and zip tied down. This looks good. Everything seems to be nice and tight. I noticed the 12mm nuts on here were kind of on the loose side, so even if you're not doing something like this, check your nuts on here. I know that if anyone's having any electrical issues, if these aren't tight, you're going to have problems. This was like almost finger loose, so definitely check your nuts holding down those clamps and stuff. So you can see I have the here's where the cable is. I have it kind of tucked up here. It actually sits up here pretty nice, but I'm just going to wrap a zip tie around here, and I'm gonna try to like make it where I can just kind of tuck it in here like that. That way it's, you know, kind of hidden from debris and stuff. So I'm gonna wrap a zip tie around there, and then when I need it I just kind of pull the thing out, or maybe I'll see if I can zip tie something over here and then just pass that in there like that, so that when I need to charge it I can just pull it out, pop this little cover and then this end, and just jam it in there and you're good. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, not too terrible. It was a little tricky getting it through by the winch controller, and I had to make it longer, but fun little project. Maybe pick up some of those copper washers. I'll put some links in the description below. Yeah, turned out pretty good. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Sunday. Take care.